Member.
I'm worried that this minister that we pay so much, Minister Maite Mashamaite, she's
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we will take a better.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
The news desk. 45 minutes of news about Liberia, Africa, and our global village. My name is Hansen Derek, representing an airlines as former Solicitor General Untitled Chapter and others set to spend their first night in jail. Former Finance Minister Secretary describes the indictment by the government of Liberia as witch-hunt. Veteran Liberian politician Chief Stephen Allen demands an apology from the U.S. Embassy for what he calls an act of arrogance and disrespect shown to Liberians by the Shashi Affairs Captain rhetoric on Liberia's Independence Day. Magiri County Emmanuel Nugwe religious allegations leading him to illegal withdrawals amounting to about 11.6 million United States dollars. Joint Public Account Committee of the Legislature. And away from Liberia, in a Russian group has been killed in Mali following an attack by rebel fighters during a sandstorm. The details of these developments and news bulletin, the voices of the newsmakers post are anticipated on today's edition of News Desk. We take a break to rejoin.
Ria TV, True FM.
Say Ria TV, True FM.
On Ria TV,
into True FM 96.1.
what's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we will take a better.
You might say what you
Joining us up next is Oliver Baum with the news bulletin and the foreign development. Good evening.
Good evening, Hansen, and good evening to all. The Monrovia City Court has built former Solicitor General Councilor Untitled Chapter, along with the former security advisor to former President George Ria Jefferson Kabul. A raid issue, but the court is also seeking the arrest of former finance minister Samuel former Financial Intelligence Agency Director Stanley Ford, and former controller of the Financial Intelligence Agency Moses Cooper. The government, according to our education correspondent, is seeking the prosecution of the 5 former government officials on charges of economic sabotage, misuse of public money, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, and theft of property. According to the rates, while serving in government, the former Finance Minister Samuel, former Solicitor General Councilor Untitled Chapter, former Financial Intelligence Agency Director Stanley Ford, former National Security Advisor Jefferson Kabul, and others conspired and allegedly stole over 5 million United States dollars along with some Liberian dollars from the government. Interestingly, our judicial correspondent said only Councilor Untitled Chapter and Moses Cooper have been arrested by court officers. The 2 ex-officials have since been remanded at the Monrovia Central Prison after they failed to secure valid criminal bonds in the tune of 15 million United States dollars. Meanwhile, suspects Samuel and others remain at large as court officers are in pursuit of them to face criminal prosecution. Former Finance Minister Samuel has described his indictment by the government of Liberia as a witch hunt. Former Minister Twe said the arrest warrant against him and other former officials is politically motivated vowed to vindicate itself through the justice system. On July 2017, the Bolívar City Court issued a writ of arrest of finance Minister Sanatoy, on Solicitor General Yanti Former Financial Intelligence Agency Director Senior Falls and former FIA Controller Moses Cooper. According to Twitter, he has been a major political target over the past 6 years, facing what it described as false and devilish accusations, ranging from a so-called 25 million worth of propaganda to the 16 billion conspiracy and other fabrications intended to tarnish his reputation and derail his political institution. In a Facebook post on his official page, were claimed that the ruling Unity Party is shamelessly ignoring numerous other reports detailing the mismanagement of the Liberian treasury during its 12-year rule. He added that the party, experiencing low public approval due to a six-month failures in government, has decided to politically witch hunt him and common officials of the Coalition for Democratic Change. Twe further revealed that he was working with his lawyers and others, standing ready to defeat this witch hunt. He expressed confidence that he would emerge stronger and that his enemies would be put to shame. Veteran Liberian politician Chief Cyril Allen is demanding an open apology from the U.S. Embassy for walking out of the ceremony marking Liberia's 177th Independence Day. The National Patriotic Party chairman, Emeritus described the action by the U.S. Military Affairs as being arrogant, disrespectful, and against diplomatic norms. The NPP's chairman emeritus blasted at government officials who are defending the action of the U.S. Military Affairs because they are afraid of being sanctioned by the American government. He pointed out that the orator's speech does not reflect the views of the government. Rather, she spoke her mind and her opinion. Chief Allen spoke to journalist Emmanuel Diaz on Monday. Marquee County Senator Emmanuel Nukwe has rubbished allegations linking him to illegal withdrawals amounting to about 11.6 million United States dollars while serving as chairman of the Joint Public Accounts Committee of the legislature. In the General Auditing Commission's recent audit report on the Central Bank of Liberia, the GSC found that payments were made over the counter to the PSC by the CBL against regulations. In the report, the General Auditing Commission catalogued several withdrawals by the PSC then claimed that these monies were paid to the committee over the counter, which the GSC said were against regulations issued by the CBL to be followed by financial institutions. But according to Senator Lugwe, the first error in the report is that as chair of the Joint Public Accounts Committee, the PSC did not receive payments in the tune of 11 million United States dollars and that he was never mentioned in the report. Senator Nugwe clarified that during the period, the PSC received a little over 769,000 United States dollars and not 11.6 million, as speculated Iden, as head of a public accounts committee, he did not sign or approve any withdrawal. At the same time, Senator Emmanuel Nukwe has refuted claims of his involvement in the mining industry. The claims of his involvement in mineral business tends to drag him into illegal mining activities taking place in Babylon County and other areas across the country. But according to Senator Nukwe, he has never associated with mining in his whole life and never served on the mining committee of the Liberian legislature. In reaction to the arrest of some former government officials for alleged acts of corruption, a stalwart of the ruling Unity Party, Abel Plaki, has welcomed the decision of the court. The Monrovia City Court amended issued a writ of arrest for former Minister Samuel Toy, former Solicitor General Yanti Tuan, former FIA Boss 24, others on allegations of economic sabotage, theft, and financial mismanagement. Speaking Monday to RCN News, Plaki termed the action of the government as laudable, stating the move speaks of the government's commitment to hold public officials accountable. The former deputy presidential press secretary further described the move as the dawn of a new day, stressing that corruption is on the verge of being minimized in both the private and public sectors. In another development, ABO Blackie has described as an affront to the Liberian presidency. U.S. Shashi Affairs Catherine Rodriguez walkout protest during the Independence Day celebration. Rodriguez walked out of the ceremony following the orator's assertion that the United States has taken more from Liberia than it has given. But Plaki said the U.S. diplomats must offer an open apology to the Liberian people for her action. He said that she affairs with request should be recalled from the Liberian mission if she fails to apologize. Opposition movement for economic employment has failed as witch hunts the government's decision to recall individuals sent on diplomatic missions. It can be recalled the past administration of the Coalition for Democratic Change assigned over 60 persons to diplomatic missions around the world for the party. Lost the election in 2023, a decision some parties described as reward of the CDC. However, recently the current administration, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, announced a decision to recall them for not meeting the benchmark criteria to serve as foreign service officers. For speaking Monday during a press conference in Painesville, whose acting chairman Prince Bian termed the government's action as humiliation of qualified Liberians. According to him, Move has conducted an independent investigation and has established that the foreign service officers were trained and vetted before being commissioned by former President George Weah in 2023. In a related development, the movement for economic empowerment has termed as insensitive on diplomatic funded accusations made against the United States for Liberia's 177 independence. Dr. Raptel Pillay. Dr. Pillay in recently said the United States has taken more from Liberia than a statement which has set out huge public debates. In reaction to the ownership of acting national chairman Prince Miantish Craft, Dr. Pillay's statement as heartless and ungrateful attack on the United States, which he said has been contributing immensely to Liberia's progress. Former Greenwich County Superintendent Chris Bill has underscored education as sacrifice as the showest way Liberia can be developed. Billy said the personal academic growth and development of an individual Liberian through sacrifices is a significant step towards Liberia's development agenda. According to former Branch the County Superintendent, the priority of the educational needs of the people of Liberia must be a compelling need for having a sustained democracy. Meanwhile, Chris Billy has vowed to contribute to the educational needs of the people of Benji and Liberia through lobbying with the sponsorship of the first two performing students of the Bolican Elementary and Junior High School in Grand Judah County for the next academic year. Made a pledge when he served as guest speaker at the convocation of the Bolican Elementary and Junior High School in Grand Judah County. Away from Liberia, a commander in the Russian mercenary group has been killed, while following an attack by rebel fighters during a sandstorm, the group said. The military regime in the West African state had turned to the notorious Wagner Group in 2021, seeking support and fighting jihadists and separatist forces. On Monday, the Russian army, which has now morphed into a group named Africa Corps, said it had joined Mali's military in battles against separatist rebels and jihadists last week. However, the separatists launched a major attack, killing an estimated 20 to 50 mercenaries, forces close to Africa Corps told the BBC. Similarly, several Russian military blockers reported that at least 20 were killed in the ambush near the northeastern town in Russia, where that's the news collecting.
Via TV, True events.
In Via TV, True events.
On Via TV,
Into Truth FM 96.1.
what's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Bakala, if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll get you a better level.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
Some news summary at 12. My name is Hansen Derek present.
Welcome to News and Analysis 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia.
Many thanks to Leader Bound for the news bulletin, the foreign bulletin. It is a regular feature on the news program. If you're just joining us in one of the developments we are following. Madrid County Senator Emmanuel Roberts' allegations linking him to girls amounting to about 11.6 billion US dollars while serving as chairman of the Joint Account Committee of the legislature. Let's bring you the process afternoon. Quickly to this development, veteran Liberian Chief Syrian Ali is demanding an apology from the U.S. Embassy for walking out of the ceremony back in Liberia's 177th Independence Day. National Patriot Party Chairman Emeritus described the action by the U.S. Charge as being arrogant, disrespectful, and against diplomatic norms. The NPP Chairman Emeritus blasted at government officials who are defending the action of the U.S. Charge because they are afraid of being sanctioned by the American government.
Everyone who's an experienced international diplomat does not conduct themselves in that manner. I think we're and the two things we're talking about this for our national leader, president of Nigeria, I think he was disrespected by this. That's their prayer. I think our calling is good, and I think our national leader, I guess some of us are and that. I'm ashamed of those and officials of government who would be arrogant and in their fair. Because the one thing we are disrespectful, people attracted them when they accredited me as a senator, walk out on our foreign, out on our president, walk out on our senators, officials of government, arrogant and disrespect. And I think the should demand an authority from I think the straight would demand an authority to develop just the authority of our president. But disrespecting in that manner of his foreign guest. It is unacceptable. Nowhere in the world except that if you are a diplomat of high standards and you must understand that some of the Commission is an analyzation of the contemporary international administration, and I think this is an important for that. So, anyone with any representative, they're going to complain and publish it because they think that there is sanctions, and this is an essential of I stand on sanctions for without any court of jurisdiction after 12 years of sanctions and the and it's still and 50% of the people in the United States of America, even though they had put us on sanctions.
The chairman emeritus of the National Patriotic Party of Liberia, Chief Syrian, why the movement for economic empowerment is termed as insensitive on diplomatic and informal accusation made against the U.S. as the United States by Liberia's 177th independence. Orator Dr. Pillay, Dr. Pillay, in her oration recently said the United States has taken more from Liberia than it has given, a statement which has since sparked out huge public debates. In reaction to the recent move, as acting national chairman Prince Mian described Dr. Paley's statement as heartless and ungrateful attack on the United States, which he said has been contributing immensely to Liberia's progress.
Condemns the insensitive, undiplomatic, and unfounded accusation made against the government and people of the United States of America, orator of one is the seventh independence day of Liberia. The friend for economic improvement described that Rotel as heartless and ungrateful considering their numerous contributions of national police, the armed forces of Liberia, the Institute and the decentralization of services in Liberia, among others. This the oration was and on this experience the international despite the evidence message that will peace and unity. Our hope for victory and our strong and capabilities to intelligence, absolute gratitude to us Liberians most reliable, standing in a responsible traditional manner. We think that one administration is proceeding wrongly.
In another development, opposition movement for economic empowerment has taken as witch hunt government's decision to record individuals sent on diplomatic missions. It can be recalled the past administration of the Coalition for Democratic Change signed over 60 diplomatic missions around the world after the party lost the election in the 2023. That's in 2023, a decision some pundits described as rewarding students of the CDC. But speaking Monday during the press conference, Painesville Moves acting chairman Prince maintained the government action as inhuman.
Move further condemns the insensitive, undiplomatic, and unfounded accusation made against the Move is profoundly disillusioned by the government's recent actions rather than fostering security among the people of the people. During the campaign, the Green Party-led government is instituting witch hunting, promoting established laws, circumventing public regulation, and unlawfully the armed forces of the Bureau and unconstitutional tournament agreement. Move at people sector grassroots political party, a vehicle for more economic progress and social justice. Move urges continued advocacy for empowerment of all Nigerians, particularly the marginalized and vulnerable sectors of society. The movement for economic empowerment begins with the license that the nation's effort to eliminate qualified like the foreign service officers, the sound of those ambassadors of the Bureau. Conducted an independent investigation and established that the foreign service officers were trained to later pointed information in the legitimate government during the retreat former President George Malawi. Medical administration constitutes the assault democracy and mental rights of fully funded and competent Nigerian citizens for ultimate goals of the government for nowadays divisive strategies and prioritize the welfare and progress of the Nigerian public. The cultures and patience of people is well maintained.
Prince Mian is the chairman of opposition movement for economic empowerment. Speaking at the news conference at this juncture, let's welcome Nabin Tapia to bring us the sporting developments. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Nancy. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. The Liberia Football Association First Division of FC Fasio has signed Liberian international Tony Tisler on a 3-year. The 34-year-old player has been on the touch since January 10, 2024, but had a brief stint with FC Initial in Azerbaijan during the 2023-24 league season. The Kasakur recently unveiled some local and foreign players at the headquarters of the club in Monrovia in an effort to bolster the squad as the season commencement date draws nearer. He unveiled some ex-Lone Star players during the ceremony. Liberia Football Association President Mustafa Raji has expressed profound sympathy to the Upper Women's League club's female professionals who were involved in an accident while returning from Haiti after a pre-season tour. Raji, in a statement released after the incident, said that the RFA is in touch with the Federation of Guinea Football concerning the injured players after the bus beat up the road while returning to Liberia. Meanwhile, the club has appreciated those who showed concern during the tragic incident, especially the president of the FA, Raji, who promised to ensure that the necessary contacts are made in Guinea. The Ministry of Sports and the FA in Guinea, along with the organizers of the tournament. The club also extended thanks to Kasoko, who promised to take care of the medication of the delegation when they arrived in Liberia. The delegation were being treated in Guinea at one of the best hospitals. The rebranded Siemens team defeated by Liberia Basketball Association International Stars with the goal to 66 points on Sunday at the SKD Sports Complex basketball team in Painesville. The Liberia Basketball Association President Samuka lauded his workers at the institution for making the recreation of the basketball national team possible. This is the first time in over 15 years the Liberians witnessed their basketball team in action. Meanwhile, at the same time, Liberia Basketball Association delegation comprising of 18 million national teams will compete in the 2024 edition of the FIBA Zone 3 qualifiers for South Africa 2025 Under 19 championships in Abidjan. The tournament kicks off on July 29 to August 5, 2024 for FIBA Zone 3 member countries, including host Africans, Liberia, Ghana, Benin, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Togo. LB Secretary General Cabinet will head the delegation. France defender Raphael Varane has joined newly promoted Serie A Como. The 21-year-old was a free agent after his contract at Manchester United ended in the summer. He has signed a 2-year deal with the Italian club. The 2018 World Cup winner won 2 La Liga titles and 4 Champions Leagues at Real Madrid before his 3-year at Old Trafford. He also played in mandatory times for his country before retiring for international football last year. Coming back in Italy's top flight after a 21-year absence made former Arsenal and Chelsea midfielder Cesc Fabregas their head coach after winning promotion. And Harvey Elliott says Antwerp's playing philosophy is a typically elegant Dutch style compared to Jurgen Klopp's heavy metal football. The 21-year-old started the 1-0 win over Real Betis to open Liverpool's United States tour. He was speaking before the match against Arsenal at Lincoln Financial in Philadelphia. We asked what was Klopp's answer to clubs of often due to heavy metal football. Ella said, "It's very elegant, Dutch style. It's nice." That's all from our sports.
Ria TV, True events.
Okay, Ria TV, True events.
On Ria TV,
YouTube Truth FM 96.1.
Thanks to Naomi Travel for this sporting segment on the news program News Desk. Let's continue with more developments. Maggie County Senator Emmanuel Nkwe has rubbish allegations linking him to illegal withdrawals amount to about 11.6 million United dollars while serving as chairman of the Joint Public Account Committee of the legislature. In the General Auditing Commission's recent audit report on the Central Bank of Liberia, the GC found that payments were made over the counter to the PSC by the CBA against the bank's regulations. In the report, the General Auditing Commission cataloged several withdrawals by the PSC and claimed that these monies were paid to the committee over the counter, which the GSC said were against regulations issued about the CBL to be followed by financial institutions. But according to Senator Nkwe, the first error in the report is that as chair of the Joint Public Account Committee, the PSC did not receive payments in the tune of 11 million United dollars and that he was never mentioned in the report.
want to establish first and foremost. There was very long questions they don't have paid to the BC or paid to me. And I had demonstrated that indicated in the budget for 2024 budget, what is there? Around 67,000 dollars. I posted on the website of the Ministry of Finance. There's nowhere in this one I was ever mentioned. And this was not the official audit. So this is when you raised by GSC against the central bank. It's what you done about encourage system audit major institutions because we have laws, but this laws have if system auditors will be governed by the law or by the which is a counties or the travel schools and so in budget, budget both is that's about recollection. When the budget is executed, the money is approved in the budget, I don't have the part of it. The committee goes ahead and they execute because it's been approved. If there are additional issues for which the secretary wants support or the two committees decide additional requests, then we can go to the Senate to say we can get additional funding and that is paid by the get the financial audit for the secretary to speak to before I can speak to it. Then the financial issue, the secretary that access on the piece, you have to speak to that fast. There's no issue of potential mismanagement here. I have to make sure that everybody report is a compliant on the report. It's not financial on the PC or the indicate that they are not malpractice. No. The issue raised by the is that payments were made over the counter or threshold against regulation issued by the CBA to be followed by financial institutions. That's the issue. It's a compliant audit of the CBA. It's not an audit of the legislature. I don't mean an audit of the legislature. The audit were brought to establish that when this amount paid, the reasons for which they were paid, that they were expended for the record. If that wasn't done, it's applied, but the audit will prove information. And then you want people to lose information. But that's not the case.
At the same time, Emmanuel Nkwe claims of his involvement in the mining industry. The claims of his involvement in mineral business tends to drag him into illegal mining activities taking place in Bapo County and other areas of the country. But according to Senator Nkwe, he has never associated himself with mining activities.
I've never associated with mining in my whole life. As a country lawyer, I never served on the mining committee. I got zero connection with mining. I've been in trucking business. I was in trucking business before when there was business mining. It made a lot of money off with trucking and everything. But then that business wine transition to real estate. That's when I began to put my resources to real estate. So since then, I've been to real estate. I have one farm, farm. But because of that, I'm able to come to people who work for me. I'm able to work with the people. So I'm putting them for all farm. And we do other businesses. We do embroidery. We do cycle animals.
The voice of Maggie County Victor Iman Nukwe. Former Grand County Superintendent Chris Bailey has done school education and sacrifice of the serious way Liberia can be developed. Bailey said the personal academic growth and development of an individual Liberian through sacrifices is a significant step towards Liberia's development agenda. According to the former Grand County Superintendent, the priority of the educational needs of the people of Liberia must be a compelling need for having a sustainable democracy. Meanwhile, Chris Bailey has vowed to contribute to the educational needs of the people of Grand County and Liberia through lobbying, beginning with the sponsorship of the first two performing students of the Boloken Elementary and Junior High School in Grand County when he served as guest speaker.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, reflecting on the above quotation, I would love to speak to you on the topic, the value of education and sacrifice. What I ask, what is education? And I will respond that education is defined in very clear. Giving you common definition. Education is the transmission of knowledge, skill, and character traits. It manifests in various forms. Education is the process discovering something the person did not just know. In other words, part of life, really knowledge. People then to society, earn money, become independent. That is what it is for Aristotle. And the educated people for the educated as one the living people for the dead. Education can empower you to improve your life from the village from the to a leader. Do not limit yourself. Never see yourself as a village right or here in the village. Who must enter the village? One time I was at the highest level of education and become a contributor to the development of not just your village, but your country and the world. Never forget our traditional education teaches us to respect and honor our elders and leaders. If you must lead, first learn how to fight. The philosopher Aristotle said again, educating the mind while educating the heart is to educating our own. And therefore, never allow the idea of the village to stop you from pursuing other education or aiming for the more because what it is to learn among the sides. I will now ask the principal to kindly submit to me the names of a male and female of the highest honor for the junior high level for scholarship in pursuit of their dream. Moving up from the village to the city of
The voice of former Grand County Superintendent Chris Bailey. In reaction to the arrest of some former government officials for alleged acts of corruption, the stalwart of the ruling Unity Party, Eva Plaki, has welcomed the decision of the court. The Moreover City Court on Monday issued a writ of arrest for former Minister Samuel Ture, former Solicitor General United and former FIA Boss 24, and others on allegations of economic sabotage, theft, and financial mismanagement. Speaking Monday to Harrison News, Blackie termed the action of the government as laudable, stating the move speaks of the government commitment to holding public officials accountable.
the day of accountability is here. The government has finally indicted ex-finance minister Samuel Ture, United Ture, and Jefferson Kimo, and the rest for public speaking. This is a new day in our country, and we congratulate President Joseph Yuma Bwaka and the rescue mission for using this time to bring to pass those who have been conflicted, those who have brought this conflict down on its knees. We are happy that today people will be accounting for the stewardship. This is a laudable effort for those individuals. We are getting there. It's a brand new day in Liberia. So officials of the past government have said this was the thing to power the good witch hunting. Don't you think is the witch hunting we are talking about? That's it. We are talking about serious accountability. That's what happened to go to court. Witch hunt cannot be associated with court. The government's not animals. That's why the government did not indict him individually, like it comes from the room, it comes from the court. And before you indict somebody, there should be sufficient evidence. And we are happy that a new day is about to unravel in our country.
In another development, Gabriel Plaki has described as an affront to the Liberian presidency. Special Affairs Catherine request walkout protest during the Independence Day celebration.
It was disrespectful for the American delegation, especially the such an event, to walk out of our station. That was disrespectful. It doesn't resemble that of a diplomat. If she must apologize. If she doesn't apologize, we are urging the government to request a withdrawal from the country, to leave the country. You cannot disrespect a sitting president and a visiting sitting president. And then the three branches of government. That was an act of disrespect to our government. Even if you disagree, remain a diplomat cannot behave like the way they Shashi affair. You are not even the ambassador. You're just holding on, and you have initiated freedom of speech. How will you want to disrespect the government? That was an opinion of a private citizen. You would have sat down there and listened. America is a nation that introduced, acknowledged freedom of speech. So if somebody is giving an opinion, that was an opinion from the orator. So you should not have walked out. That was an affront to our government, and we demand an apology. No one should blame America for our inabilities to do what we're supposed to do, right? But that does not negate the fact that we cannot question you in an attempt to disrespect us. This is a sovereign nation. Nobody will walk out when Joe Biden, the president of America, is speaking. No, you don't do that. Not that you agree with everything that the president would say. But besides that, there was a private citizen's opinion. It was not the government. That's not the policy of the government. So to have walked out of where our president was seated and all former leaders and then the legislature in totality, inclusive of the vice president, and you have the visiting head of state, it was disrespectful, and we asked the American to apologize.
Abel Plaki is a stalwart of the Wooden Unity Party, bringing us to the end of today's edition. After this program, as we take leave of you, these are top developments we have been. As former Solicitor General Councilor United and others set to spend their first night in jail, former Finance Minister Samet describes the indictment by the government of Liberia as pushed home. Veteran Liberian politician Chief Syrian Allen demands an apology from the U.S. Embassy for what he calls an act of arrogance and disrespect shown to Liberians by Shashi Affairs Catherine request on Liberia's Independence Day. Maigiri County Senator Emmanuel Nukwe Roberts' allegations linking him to illegal withdrawals amounting to about 11.6 million United States dollars while serving as chairman of the Joint Public Account Committee of the legislature. And away from Liberia, a commander in a Russian group has been killed in Mali following an attack by rebel fighters during a sandstorm, the group said. Many thanks to our correspondents, reporters, writers, editors, and those who helped in making this July 29, 2024 edition of Newsdesk a success. Oliver Bound read for us the news bulletin, the foreign development. Now, me Tapia factor in the sporting segment. My Topian sat behind the camera, Kopasanga able coordinated this entire production. For on behalf of the news team, my name is Hansen Dekara presenter. Good evening.
Ria TV, True events.
Ria TV, True events.
On Ria TV, into True events. That is his story.
What's the meaning of the black barrier?
The black barrier is to tell Joseph Wakala if you don't organize yourself in a grateful manner, we'll take your better.
You might say what you want to say, but for us, we are here to make sure we build our country, that we are respected. We have donors that are coming because of the confidence.
Some news summary at 12. My name is Hansen Derek present.
Welcome to News and United States 30 minutes of news presentation about Liberia, Africa, and our one world.
Presenting this newscast is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited.
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life, that's what you see. I live a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life, that's what I live, you know, with my family and
I have a lot of interest in the health sector, the educational sector, and the agriculture sector. Roads, connecting roads and stuff.
We are calling international community to come to intervene for us because, like I just stated previously, we don't know who to trust.
Always make sure to turn on to our
Via TV and listening to Truth FM 96.1.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family.
Orange Money.